Guys, so right here I'm just trying to get it together because the baby was acting a little out of control, so we're trying to get our lives together. So I'm just gonna skip through this part and then we'll fast forward to where I start the makeup. So right here I'm just brushing my eyebrow hairs to the way that I want them to lay once I start applying my dip brow pomade. So if you have brow gel, feel free to put on brow gel, but here I didn't have any brow gel. I just brushed them and I worked with what I had. So this is my Anastasia brow pomade. I'm using the color soft brown and I'm just going to be applying this to my brows. So I'm just going to start applying my brow pomade. I'm going to work my way outward in. So start off with the ends of your brows and get that to the shape of your liking, and then work your way in. And whenever you start going in, just make sure you're doing it a lot, you're applying the pomade a lot lighter than you did the ends of your brows, so that you get that kind of gradient effect to your eyebrows. Okay, so I know that I need to wax my brows, but I did not have time to wax them, so don't come for me, y'all. I know that I have a little stray scraggly hairs, but do not come for me, because you know we all go through that. Okay guys, so I just fast forwarded me doing my other eyebrow, and now I'm just applying my concealer to get my eyebrows to the shape that I want them. So just apply your concealer all the way across the bottom, or however you like, but I just prefer to do it all the way across the bottom of my brow, and I'll do it all the way across the top of my brows. So I'm just gonna fast forward to that and show you guys how I blend it out. And it's just a golden black brush, and it's brush E04. So now I'm just blending out the concealer underneath and on top of my brows. You want to just make sure that you're doing this lightly because you don't want to mess up your perfect brow that you just did. So just lightly blend out your brows, work from the corners inward. That's how I like to do. So yeah, just blend out the concealer top and bottom, and we will move on to our next step. Okay guys, so now that I've blended out my concealer, you just want to grab your foundation. My foundation is Juvias Place that I use. It's in the color NEPAL, and I was running low, and you don't want to waste your money. So there's some foundation that gets stuck in the bottom of the stick that doesn't roll up. So I'll just grab something to scoop it with and just scoop it out and put it on my hand. Okay, so now that I put the foundation on my hand, I'm just gonna grab a brush and apply this to my face. Sis, I know I put on a lot of foundation, but once you blend it out and you evenly distribute it to your face with your beauty blender, it looks a lot better. So I know it's cringy, but don't press me. Don't press me. So now I'm just grabbing my beauty blender and I'm blending out my foundation. I like to wet my beauty blender to blend out my foundation. And so now I'm just going to take my foundation up into my ear because I don't like to have my face a different color than my ear. As you can see, my ears are a little pink, so I just like to have them the same color as my face. So now you just want to keep blending out your foundation. You don't want to see those harsh lines of where your foundation stops at on your neck or underneath your chin. So just make sure you're going down a little more down onto your neck. So after I blend out my foundation, I'm just going to do a little bit of contour. This contour product is by LA Girl. I don't know the color, but I will link it all down in the description box below for you guys. So yeah, just put it underneath your cheekbone and then on top of your forehead, and just blend it out nicely until you like the way it looks. I'm just going to keep blending. So I'm just going to use the leftover of the contour for my cheekbones to put down onto my jawline. I don't like to put it directly from the bottle onto my jawline because I feel like it's super harsh looking. So yeah, then I'm just going to keep blending. Then I'm going to blend out the top of my forehead, and I like to put it a little bit into my hairline because I just feel it looks a lot better. So I'm just gonna grab my CoverGirl powder. I will link the color of the powder in the description box below. But I'm just gonna grab a fluffy brush and apply this all over my face. I kind of want a really matte finish. I don't like my face to be shiny except for where I put my highlight at. So I'm just gonna apply this all over my face. I put a little bit on my eyebrows just so that the concealer that I did put there isn't shiny to where you can see it. So now I'm just gonna grab my Smashbox bronzer and highlight duo and contour where I've already contoured with a little bit of bronzer. I'm gonna use that color right there in the middle and just put this underneath my cheekbone and on top of my forehead and a little bit on my jawline. So now I'm just gonna grab my concealer, same concealer I used for my eyebrows, and just put this on my eyelids as a eyeshadow primer. I don't really like to use eyeshadow primer. I just feel like concealer works a lot better. So just put some concealer on your eyelids, blend it out with your beauty blender, and that will work as a primer for your eyeshadow. So now I'm just going to go back to my CoverGirl powder, and I'm going to apply this to my eyelids with a beauty blender just so that the eyeshadow doesn't break or have creases because of the concealer being, you know, liquidy. So you just want the concealer to have a matte finish as well so that you can apply your eyeshadow. So now I'm just using my Juvias Place eyeshadow. I will link the name of this eyeshadow in the description box below, but I just like to use that really caramel color to put in my crease, and I'm just gonna blend that out. I just feel like this color is a super cute everyday like color to put on your eyelids. Like, it's nothing too crazy, it's just like a really caramely neutral brown. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it goes with everything. Like, it doesn't matter what you're wearing, this eyeshadow will literally go with what you're wearing. So I'm just gonna apply that all over my eyelids and blend it out. Then I'm gonna go back into my eyeshadow palette. I will link the name of that super shiny color down in the description box. So I'm just gonna apply this to the inner corner of my eyelid, upward. This is just an everyday look, so I don't want it to be too crazy because I was literally just getting ready for work. I'm gonna apply it also to the other side, inner quarter, work my way into the middle of the eyelid. And the brush that I'm using to apply this shiny color is just a really super flat, small brush. You just need something small because, I mean, this isn't, you're not blending this. You're just applying the color to your eyelid and the inner corner of your eyelid. So, and I think the name of this brush it's a Sephora brush, I believe. So I will link the number of the brush in the description box. Now I'm just going to go back in with the caramel brown color that I put on my eyelids. I like to put it on my finger when I'm doing my waterline of my eyes. Just apply that down below. Now that I've finished my eyeshadow, I just want to grab this Wanderess, it's a highlight and blush duo palette. I'm going to grab the color Havana Nights to apply as my blush. I like to apply my blush a little upwards because it just gives my face a longer look. Then I'm going to go back into that palette, grab the highlights in the color City Lights. I literally stuck my nail in that highlight. I screamed in my head. I'm so serious. Anyways, just apply this to your cheekbones and the tip of your nose. So I just remembered I forgot to contour my nose, so I'm just going to use this Smashbox bronzer again with that same color I used to contour my cheekbone and the top of my forehead. And I'm just going to blend that onto my nose. Now I'm just going to use that same caramel brown color. I wanted it a little darker, so I added some more. So now I'm just going to get some mascara. This is actually my sister's mascara because I lost mine. But usually I just use the CoverGirl. It's like in a purple bottle with some pink words on it. I'm just going to use this mascara and put a little on. Whenever I do a more dramatic eyeshadow look, that's when I'll apply some lashes. But I was just going to work and I just needed to look presentable, so I just put on mascara and didn't apply any lashes. But this is still like a super natural look. Sometimes I'll put on some natural lashes instead of the big like mink wispy lashes when I'm doing a natural look. But for this look today, I wasn't in the mood. I just wanted to get it over and done with and head out to work. So after I apply my mascara, I'm just going to grab some lip gloss and apply that. That's by Tarte. I will link the name down in the description box below. Just gonna grab some wipes and wipe off the excess foundation that I had on my lips to apply my lip gloss. So that just pretty much sums up the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys on my next video.